Hello, my battalion of viewers. I'm the Knight of Arcane, and today we are continuing with the OC Alphabet Challenge with the letter D. Took a little bit to get to this one, though not as long as it took to get to C at least. So, let's see our letter D character, shall we? For our character name, I chose to go with the suggestion from Matthew Mangrum 4038, who suggested Delilah. Well, of course, the first thing that came to mind when hearing the name Delilah was, the White Stripes song, Hey There, Delilah. It did also remind me a little bit of my Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, which I'll talk about someday in the future, where I decided just to name my character for the round Delilah, for obvious reasons since Unova is based off of New York. In a way, it does a little bit inspire the character's design, because I imagine my, trainer OC Delilah to be a little more on the heavier side. So that's what I did with my Delilah here. I was thinking a little bit going goth. I was also thinking of making them an elf, but in the end decided to do a normal human since we haven't actually done a normal human in this so far. And I've thought about making them like a goth witch. And while they still could be some sort of witch, I decided just more of a character that would be in like a slice of life, everyday comic sort of thing. I wanted her to have like a beanie. I don't know, it's Northwestern in me. It's the Pacific Northwestern in me, where you just kind of like to design characters in beanies sometimes. Though I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do with the hair. I was able to soon figure out I wanted to do some bangs, but I didn't know what I wanted to do for the rest. Was thinking something longer, something shorter, and then came up with this idea to do a braid with also technically a little bit of like short hair on the side, and just some parts that, spiked out a little bit. Did also try a different eye shape a little bit. I want to try some different eye styles, and decided to try this one. And then also trying this new eyeball design. I think it's partially inspired by both Chainsaw Man and Danganronpa, where they have like the circle, they have another circle, and then they have like the dot in the middle, and then all that is like colored, a different color. I did that with my April from the stream the other day, and I did that in my recent Danganronpa Ultimate Swaps designs. So I'm going to try to have it be a new thing, part of my style. When it came to her outfit, the main thing I knew going into it is I wanted to do some overalls. I tried like doing an overall skirt like thing. I tried doing shorts, but I decided just to stick with some long pants. And I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do with the top. I almost tried like a sweater vest. Almost tried giving her like a coat. But at the end, just decided to do like a sweater that's kind of a little bit off the shoulders, and you can see the straps. And then just some shoes that I guess are kind of fancy, they just look interesting. She does have like, I think a little bit of punk and goth in her some other parts, with like her choker and then her buttons. One being a heart with, that's supposed to be like a witchcraft star. And then the bunny having like some parts that look like it's almost like bleeding. But I just wanted to make a character that's kind of cute and in a more normal setting for once. I do want to do some stuff in like normal settings. Sometimes it's just hard to figure out what I want to do and how I want to design it. So stuff like this is good practice. I don't know, I immediately wanted to try this red. Though it also, for some reason, was like a color that was already on my color wheel, color picker. Meaning that whatever I did before this had this red also somewhere. But I think it looks really good as the hair. And just try to like a normal skin tone color. I do also like the piercings on her. Well, it's just a septum ring, bull ring. The ring that's in the nose and then like a stud on the side, and I just think it looks really cute. When it comes to coloring other stuff though, it was the overalls that was the hardest. Immediately I went with like just a normal blue, like a lot of overalls sometimes tend to be. And it was fine. But then I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the sweater. I tried greens, I've tried a bunch of different pinks, and then some other colors. But that pink was the only thing that really spoke to me, so I tried it again. But along with that, I changed the overalls to green. You know, this nice olive, earthy green. And I think it just looks a lot better this way. I think this is kind of almost cottagecore with like slight punk elements. I 100% feel like I could see this person walking in any of the big Pacific Northwest cities like Portland or Seattle. I also like the little hearts that are put on. I got to put on the overalls. I know she's a very normal character, but this is just what I came up with Delilah. I think she looks really cute. I would love to use her for something. Maybe it will be something like magical. She does kind of like a little scene as a background with some clouds and some bushes. Not much, but still looking good. But this is our D character. And that was the OC Alphabet Challenge Letter D character. I like the name Delilah in general, so there might be other characters that show up in the future with that name, but I do hope to also do something more with her in the future. But what did you think of her? Let me know in the comments, along with your e-name suggestions. Hoping to get more on track, so we have this challenge at least every other week. But if you liked what you saw, then leave a like and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town to be in the know for future videos, updates, and more of the OC Alphabet Challenge. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later!